Fresh pepper, make sure it's ground up. Sea salt is so much more delicious than regular salt. And those ingredients are your acid component. In the summer, when herbs are present, just take any herb, any of them. We're growing 49 of them right now in our garden. So just pick this or that. You can't go wrong. And just add 1 or 2 of them to your vegetable, along with the base of your oil, sea salt, and crushed pepper. If you want to cut bitterness, if it happens to be a slightly bitter, like Brussels sprouts, add a little bit of garlic. That cuts bitterness. Yeah? So anything a little bit bitter, like kale, add some garlic. Along with garlic, some other things that cut bitterness: ginger, lemons, and green peppercorns. Okay. Instead of the herbs, let's say the herbs run out, you can also use warm spices. It's best not to mix these together, by the way. You either do the garlic or the salt, or you do just the herbs, or you do just the spices. Don't mix them too much together because you'll ruin a good dish. And you can just throw it in, be a guy. Just like, yeah, just do it that way. Chili powder, paprika, cumin, coriander, turmeric, sometimes cinnamon, nutmeg, those types of things. Yeah? And just taste as you go along, just like a real chef. That's pretty good, a little more type of thing. That's how you do it. You can do this with plain old broccoli. You know how delicious broccoli is with just a little bit of butter and garlic simmered over it? It is absolutely phenomenal. My wife loves making just butter or ghee, squeezes some garlic into it, and then she'll put some sea salt in it, and then after we're done steaming our broccoli lightly, she'll pour it over top of that. It's absolutely delicious. It's absolutely delicious, and it's so simple and so health-giving. So make sure it's not mushy. Yep. I always judge in a restaurant, by the way, by how they make their broccoli. Because if they serve it all mushy, yeah, chef is kind of so-so. You become a food snob after a while. It's fun, though. Yeah? So, he's got something here, and I don't know what it means, but I'll read it anyway. Sour cuts oil and tames salt. When bitter, go garlic. So I covered that already. And don't add too many things. We covered that. So just take one thing at a time and taste it. So garlic cuts the bitterness. Use herbs when they're in season, 1, 2, or 3. Or use the warm spices, and that's the chili powder, paprika, cumin, turmeric, cinnamon, nutmeg, all those types of things. Yeah? When you have greens, so we're talking salads and other just leafy types of things, saute them really quickly. A little bit of oil, but we're talking just 30 to 60 seconds. You just wilt them slightly. Add nuts, raisins, apple. Those are the types of things that we do. Yeah? And I love using our Chinese wok for that one. Our Chinese wok is one of those big things, and we just throw it in there, and then right away we have our apples and the raisins, and sometimes slivers, almonds. We throw that in there, and the kids absolutely love that. Yeah. The onion goes in there really well too. Usually makes it nice and sweet. Onion does when you cook it. Ginger and mushrooms is really good in there too. So we use that for chard, spinach, beet greens, kale, all those types of things. Okay. Oh, and this is a little add-on, but when steaming, do not get rid of the water. It's loaded with nutrients. Use it for something. I don't care what. I sometimes drink it. Yeah. But it's precious stuff. It's got all kinds of minerals in it. Tastes good. Use it for something. Gravy, and you can do a lot with it. Be an artist. Use your imagination. Food is medicine. It changes the way you feel. Go for it. It is fun. It is not work. Just one quick practical note. We run busy practice, busy family, don't have much time. Our meals in general take 15 to 20 minutes to prepare. We eat very well. What we do is we take the food from the farmer's market or grocery store, plunk it on our countertops, and put our whole family to work, whoever happens to be up. Yeah? Wash it real quick. We slice it, we peel it, it's all ready to go. It's all in, we seal it in glass containers or plastic bag or whatever. We throw it in the fridge, and it's all there. that is our week. And we go through the week, yeah, this bag looks good, that bag looks good, boom, 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 bop, 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 bop. We put it in the pans, there's no washing, there's no peeling, it's all cut up, and it literally takes us about an hour to do with 3 or 4 of us. Just cutting it up, slicing, and we have fun, we talk, and that one looks good, no, that one doesn't look good, and you know, it's all that silly language that goes along, silly conversation that occurs in the family. It teaches the kids appreciation of food. We know where it came from. We know what job Trillium was doing for me on that one. And that we know that those Florida carrots, boy, we're not going to get those again. They sure were flavorless. And so we just have conversation back and forth. It really makes us connected to the food. And when we do eat it, it's really family time. And we spend hours eating it. That's where we spend our time, not preparing it. It's great time. We have weird political discussions, philosophical discussions. We discuss the food. And it's always a great time. And it's the one European habit that I refuse to give up, because I feel that's definitely part of happiness. It's part of health. It's part of good digestion. And it's really, they're always studying the French, right? Why are they skinny? Why are they healthy? Why do they outlive us? They outsmoke, they outdrink us, and they eat all this bad food and all this whipping cream and this and that. They have a good time with it. And they eat real food. And their plates are a lot smaller than ours. They really are. So it's not difficult. It really isn't. And if you stick to real food, mostly plants, eat a little less, you're really doing our philosophy. You're doing the philosophy of health. And sometimes I also don't want to become too analytical food, by the way. Some people really make food a problem and a stressor. You don't want that either. Yeah, it's there to be enjoyed. It's a blessing, and utilize it. And yeah, enjoy. The season is upon us. Any questions?